I think the smart people are in this room. Because, you know, if you don't take care of your body, you can't do business. You can't do anything. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story, and then I'm going to really dive into things that you can incorporate. We have very limited time, but I think this is so important that everyone understands the value of taking care of your body from the inside out. I was introduced as the holistic doctor. That's wonderful. But I'm really called secretively the red doctor. And I don't know why. I can't guess why. But really, red symbolizes passion, perseverance, and being able to do it all in my eyes. So for me, red is very powerful. When I want to be powerful, I wear red, and that's every day. So you will never catch me without wearing something red. Always my red lipstick, always red nails, and usually a piece of clothing that symbolizes that. It gets me prepared. But it's really important that you find what you connect to. You know, Nancy was up there talking about, you know, she is the visionary with guts. Find what you connect to, what is inside of your gut, okay? Because that's going to help you to be as successful as you possibly can be. So we're going to talk about a simple guide for wellness at home, work, and play. And go ahead and, nope, I think you could just do the arrow. It's not. There you go. There we go. There we go. Every human being is the author of his own health or disease. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean to you? Excellent. What else can that mean to you?
Everything that you have in your body at that point is part of that story.
Exactly. It is part of your story. And unless you have the ability to empower yourself with education, you will have disease. It is simple, very simple. So you can either build your health or you can build disease. And that is what we're going to be focused on. Now I have to share something with you because this is not just a workshop. This is not just something that I read and I studied. This is something that I've lived. I don't know how many people read my bio. I'm going to make my bio really short and sweet for the folks that did not, and I'm going to make it personalized for the people that did. 8 years ago, I was in a bed, not walking, with no hope, with people, doctors, MDs telling me, you will never walk again. For 2 years, I heard the same story. For 2 years, they told me, forget it, you're never going to walk again. And when they told me go to pain management, I was so excited because I thought somebody knew how to deal with my pain. And what they did was tell me, here's another prescription. I had polio as a child at the age of 3. I've had 36 surgeries. So you see me walking with a crutch. I've just had 36, number 36. At that point, 35. Nothing had ever stopped me until chronic pain just crept up. And my whole world came tumbling down. And Lisa, you talked about reinventing yourself. Talk about reinventing yourself when you don't know what is going to happen. I had studied, I was a doctor, what now? They told me I wasn't going to walk. I wasn't going to do anything. So fast forward, I go to an MD who says to me, why don't you look into holistic medicine? And I looked at him like he had a horn sticking out of his head. And I said to him, I'm a doctor. I don't believe in it. Of course, no, I didn't say it that way because I wasn't cocky at that time. I was actually drugged up. I was taking 8 to 10 pain pills. So I'm like, what? I don't really know. I don't believe in that. This is a woman that was so vibrant, had been reduced to a victim. I had never been that in my life. Well, I took his words to heart. He said to me, what do you have to lose? Look into it. Long story short, 4 months later, I was walking without medication. I don't get a round of applause for that. Seriously.
We're like in shock.
I was, in 4 months, I was walking, and I knew then that this was real. I could be empowered to take over my own health. I didn't have to look at disease as my friend anymore. It wasn't my friend. It had never been my friend, and I was given a bunch of crock and told that I had to buy into that. And I swore the day that I started walking that I would never shut up again, and that I would tell everybody about this, that I would tell you that you can take care of your bodies and that you have other options. It's not just surgery. It's not just medication. There's a whole wealth of information out there that you can embody in yourself, and you can give back to your families, and you can give back to society. And that's what I do. Go ahead and click that for me. That's who wrote that, Buddha. I love it. What is this workshop about? I put this sexy picture in there because I knew that would get your attention. You go, oh, is this sexy? Is this a sex? Go ahead. What is it about? It is empowerment, motivation, and reality. Because the EMR, without the EMR, you really are nothing. If you are empowered, if I give you information and you go, oh yeah, and then you're motivated, yeah, I'm going to do it. But I'm going to tell you reality. If you do not take care of your bodies, you are going to die prematurely. You are going to age prematurely. You're going to suffer with disease even if you are living for a very long time. I predict that in 20 years, we're going to look back and we're going to say, our life expectancy has been cut. Why? Because we are poisoning ourselves. So you must be empowered. You must take this information that I give you today and be hungry enough to just be the taste that you are ready to go forward and learn more. And then you're going to be motivated to actually do it. Forget about putting that underneath, because the reality is that you will suffer. Pay now or pay later. Health is a state of complete physical and mental and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease. Wow, how powerful is that? So mind, body, and spirit. The truths and myths of holistic medicine. I'm just going to make this, go ahead and just fast forward because I want to get to the good stuff. What I want you to know from this is that holistic, if you just add a W in front of holistic, that's what it means. It's a whole approach to a whole person, which is what we are. We are not just the mind, and we're not just the body, and we're not just the spirit. We are all of those things. And if you treat one without the other, guess what? You're going to have imbalances. Imbalances which create disease. So that's what I want you, that's the takeaway that I want you to know about holistic medicine. Don't buy into the bunch of crock that people say holistic medicine is, whoa, airy-fairy, you know, it's alternative. No, it's both. It's both of them, conventional and non-conventional. And I think what has happened here is that the pharmaceutical companies have gotten so, well, they have very deep pockets, right? So they can tell us whatever they want and we go, yeah, sign me up for that. How many of you have seen those commercials on a prescription drug, and 10 seconds is about what it is good for, and then 50 seconds is how you're going to die, and then we go and buy it. I am just flabbergasted, and I was one of the first people to buy it, okay? I was one of the first people to buy it. So we're going to go ahead and fast forward through that, because that's really what I wanted to tell you about holistic medicine. But again, we talked about the whole approach and the whole person, so that's what we're going to be dealing with today. Holistic medicine focuses on well care, not sick care. Have you ever heard of well care? Who has ever heard about that? Really? Well, you guys are so educated. Wow. How did you get so educated? Because I certainly wasn't. I didn't know that you could take care of your body. I thought you just ate and had, worked and did what you had to do. And I typically ate well, but I didn't know that there was such a thing as well care. I just went to the doctor when I was sick. And that's what we do. Most of us do. Main factors that causes disease. Oh, diet. Diet. Who can guess? Don't punch that button yet. Who can guess what the second one is for disease? Very good. You got it. It is absolutely stress. It's the attitude towards life that goes with stress. Okay, how do you take care of your environment? How do you see? What is your perception? Go ahead. It's all interrelated, by the way. The attitude towards life and stress. Go ahead. Lipstick attitude. I have a lipstick up here, and everybody's been asking me, what do you have a lipstick for? I spend very special time designing my lipstick. It's actually a natural lipstick. And of course, I had to have a sassy red, right? But I also had a Simply Beautiful, because all of us don't love red. I don't know why, but some of us don't. So what is a lipstick attitude? And for the gentlemen in here, you also have a lipstick attitude, but it's called the winner attitude. For men, it's a little bit different. It's that winner attitude. That lipstick attitude is the ability to put on that lipstick and feel good about yourself. Feel good about, I am going to go out there and get the world. How many of you ladies, when you're not feeling so good, put on your lipstick anyway? Raise your hand.
Every day.
Well, I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story of how that happened for me. When I was going through the 35 surgeries, my surgery started when I was 7. By the time I got into my teens, back in New York when I had the surgeries, they were 8-hour surgeries, and I was usually in the hospital for about a year in a body cast. I had to build lipstick attitude back then. And what I told my sisters, I have 3 incredible sisters and an incredible mother, resources, support system like you would not believe. They are what makes me who I am, and my daughter. But back then, I would say to them, when I'm being wheeled out of the surgery room, put on my lipstick. The reddest you can find, because I am not going to be defeated. So my lipstick attitude began then. Well, interestingly enough, I just did a conference. I organized a conference called Suits, Stilettos, and Lipstick. If you're local, you probably heard about it. We were in every, thank you, you were there. Suits, Stilettos, and Lipstick. The suits is because we're professional women, right? The stilettos is that sexy, sassy part of us. And that lipstick is our inner well-being, our power within. So we talked about lipstick attitude, and my keynote was putting on your lipstick attitude. Putting on your lipstick attitude, and for a man, putting on that winner attitude, no matter what, no matter how many monkey wrenches are being thrown against our head, we are going to put on that lipstick attitude no matter what. We're going to put on that winner attitude. So for women and for men, it is really so important that we look at that for well-being. Because if we don't do that, as a psychotherapist, I have to tell you how many women and men are coming into my office with depression, anxiety, and panic attacks. Those are the main things I specialize in. They come in falling apart. In fact, that's why I created Suits, Stilettos, and Lipstick. Because we need to do something. If women fall apart, society and the world falls apart. I'm sorry, with all due respect, men, but it is what it is. We are the ones that bring our husbands and partners into the doctors. We are the ones that make sure the food is the right food. So we need to really put on that lipstick attitude and be well within us. How can we give that to others if we cannot do it for ourselves? So we're going to talk about the simple ways to be healthy. If you know nothing at all and you leave with nothing at all from here today, I want you to remember 2 things: lipstick attitude or winner attitude, and eat alkaline food. What is that? Does anybody know what alkaline food is? Anybody? Nobody knows alkaline foods.
Food acts of acid.
Well, interestingly enough, I'll give you the...
I know what they are. They're,
Okay.
they lower our acidities because the acidity is creating toxins in our body.
Right.
Learning, and I just did that yesterday. So.
Excellent. Well, stress creates a very acid environment in our system. So when you eat bad food, like processed foods, anything that's processed, it brings acid into your body. Acid and stress are a time bomb waiting to happen. It causes disease. It equals cancer. And I have to say that word because, a lot of people shy away from saying cancer, but it equals cancer. So eating alkaline food. So what you're going to do today is you're going to go home, well, not today, when you go home, you're going to research what are alkaline foods. And there's a little strip that you can buy at a vitamin store that you can test your pH level and see where you're at. I bet you it is off the roof. Things to eat, and Jack, you talked about acid food, but not necessarily. Believe it or not, lemons are alkaline. Put lemon in your water every day and you will reduce the pH level. Go ahead. Very good. And there are oils like Young Living oils that you can put into your water that would be equivalent to a lemon. Everybody knows about drinking water. How many of you drink water? How many of you drink 8 glasses of water? Well, this is a very healthy, no wonder you're all in here. You already want to be healthy, very good. But the rule of thumb is you drink half of your weight in ounces. That's what you should be drinking. And you need to be drinking water in the morning before you get up and drink your coffee. Okay? Go ahead. Microwaves, I know. Last time I did a presentation for American Express and I thought I was going to have to be taken away with security guards. Seriously, everybody when I say don't use microwaves, they like go crazy on me. Microwaves not only kills the good nutrition out of your food, it also puts in bad nutrition into your food or bad toxins into your food.